Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing on the tubes 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning over there on the tubes. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, our tubers. Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Let's go, 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 JDM. JDM. Good morning, James Smith. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, James Smith. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, James. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. As you're coming in, everybody, we do the old taparoonies on the tubes, on the talk of the tick. Tap it out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Share it out. Tap it out. OC Pet, how are you? Let's go, our beautiful traders. Good morning, everyone, as we're just getting started. Sue Felicia, yes. Good morning, guys. Rebenga, good morning to you. G, hello. Carl, good morning. Don, what's happening? Don't be weird, Don. Don't be weird. Let's go, let's go, let's go. G Mello. JMK, good morning to you. Mortgage, thank you, and welcome to the team. D Griff, hello. Carlos Guaman, good morning. Sue Felicia. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yuxo, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Make sure we're tapping it out. Make sure we're tapping it out, everybody. SM, good morning. Denise Mathers, good morning to you, sweetheart. Good morning. Denny, good morning to you. Chris, welcome aboard. Good job, Only Dan. Good to see you, my friend. Soon as we hit 10,000 likes over there on the TikToks and YouTubes, we are going to get this party started. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How do you get those likes? You tap the screen. You'll see the hearts, babies. Let's go. Hi, Yanni. How are you? Powder! Get your heart me's in. Only Dan. Thank you, Carl. I hope you're having a great day. Christina Zan, Yanni. We're halfway there. We're at 5K. Let's go. Mr. Dave, good morning to you over there on the tubes. Good morning, my Trinity. Let's go, SSS. Yes. Andrew. Mr. Dave with the $2.99 super chat over there on the tubes. Thank you, Mr. Dave. I appreciate you always, my Mr. Dave. Raven, good morning to you. Good morning to you. The Believer, what's up, baby? Thank you, Andrew. All right, let's get this party started. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Voss. Been doing this 21 years. We are here to show you how to trade properly, to go over the Miss Market. What is Miss Market? What is this thing we love called trading? Well, a lot of people take it as a way to try to make a quick buck, but what happens is they wind up losing big bucks, okay? And that's because they don't know how to trade. They just think they're going to throw money in, they're going to open up a broker, and everything's going to go their way. But what's going to happen is they are finally going to find out quickly, Aga, good morning, that it's not going to go their way. And Miss Market is always going to do the opposite of what you want her to do. And that's where you got to start learning how to trade. First 8-9 years of doing this was a total train wreck for me, okay? I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know why every single time I got into a trade, it went the other way. Like it didn't go the other way after like a minute or two. I got in and it went the other way. It was like every single trade, boom, boom, boom. And I'm going, why is that? I have so many green bars to the upside, right? I have so many green. I'm getting in. Why am I always losing? Why? It's going up. How can it be coming back? Right? That's what I said to myself over and over again. And I said, okay, maybe it'll do it once, twice, 3 times. It was almost every single time. Were there a couple times I got lucky and it kept going and I got out real quick and got a little bit of a green winner? Yeah, but it was very, very small. My losers were just too big. So I said to myself, how is anyone trading every day? If everybody's losing, because I thought everybody was losing, like me, because I thought I was the smartest person in the world, how is the market continuing to go on if all people do is lose? How many of you here had that same mindset in the market? When you first started trading, how many of you said, equal opportunity, how many of you said, it always goes against me? Like, how is that possible? I'm going in the direction of the candles. How is it always going against me back to the downside? How many of you had that? Are having that problem right now, where you're sitting there pulling your hair out going, what the hell is going on here? Right? Everybody. Right, Corey? No, I got you. I was there too. Over and over, the market kept going against me. And I said, whatever I'm doing ain't working, and I know I wasn't going to figure it out. So I went on the hunt for mentors. That was the first thing I did. Back then, you didn't have TikTok lives and all of that. You had to go hunt for your mentors, okay? And then I came across a few, and I learned from them. And then what I did is I molded it into my own trading style, okay? And now it works. And now I'm teaching others how to trade properly because what we do works. It just works. The only thing you have to do is learn it. You have to learn about market cycle. You have to learn about support and resistance. You have to learn about the state and position of your stock. You have to know that you're only going to get same colored candles in the direction 3 to 5 times, and then it's going to turn over on you. And then I started learning all of these things, and I kept saying to myself, nah, I still wasn't convinced. I still was not convinced that there was a cycle in the market. I really thought, everybody, I really thought the market, all it did was go up, that there was no pullbacks, right? I just thought these can't be real, these pullbacks. Why are these things happening? And they're only happening to me. That was another thing I went through. I went through that phase where they know I'm in a trade and everyone's against me. Everyone knows Voss is in a trade, the whole world, and they're all going to be against me every time I enter. I had that delusions in my mind because all I was doing was losing over and over again. So I was trying to make excuses of why this was happening so I didn't have to tell myself I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't want to crush my little ego. Mommy and dad told me I was a good boy and girl all the time, right? Good boy, good boy. You are so smart. You so smart. But when you come into the market, Miss Market's like, you ain't coming into my house without being trained. You ain't coming into here. There ain't no way. You got to learn how to do it. You have to respect what Miss Market says, and then you will have some type of success. See, so many traders, everybody, and then we're going to get to the chat. So many traders, everybody, you are trying to predict what the market's going to do, right? We draw our, not me, but you draw your trend lines everywhere. You're trying to predict what is going to happen next, correct? Is that what most of you do? You probably get up in the morning early. You start drawing your lines all over the place. You're checking your news. You're wasting all this time, right? Because every day you're losing anyway. At the end of the month, you're still red. So all that work you're doing ain't working, right? So you're like, what the hell's going on? You wake up the next day, you're drawing your trend lines. You're probably adding more garbage to your chart like RSI, MACD, Elliott wave oscillators, Bollinger Bands. Now we're starting to do all this nonsense. You have the 20 MA, you have the 20 EMA, you have the 21. Then you go from the 8 to the 9 to the 50 to the 100 to the 200. Like you're all over the place. How many of you is going through that? How many of you is going through that? Put me in the chat, everybody. How many of you go through that every day? It's like you just can't get ahead in the market. Everything you do goes in the other direction. Over and over and over. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. Sadako with the heart me. Corey, thank you. Brad, yes. Andrew, yes. Thank you for all those beautiful donations. And then you find a mentor. It doesn't have to be me, but you find somebody that starts to teach you how to trade properly. And then what you're going to do in our VIP, I ask all the new VIP traders to take the trades they took before joining the VIP. And then after they start learning in our education community, apply what you used to do to what we're teaching you. Where did you enter to where I'm telling you you should enter instead based on education. And you're going to have a rude awakening on what happens. Okay? You were going to say, oh my God, I get in every single time I should be getting out in the market. That's what you should be saying. Mr. Dave, just take care of Crim ZZN. The Crim one person, just get rid of him. And that's what's going to happen over and over again, okay? And then you're going to start to trust the setups, what we teach you. Then you're going to start trading in your simulator. You're going to start having some winners, and you're going to see what it's like to trade the right way, okay? You're going to start turning that direction. You're going to start liking this thing we call trading. You're not going to be pulling your hair out. Look at all the hair I pulled out over the last 21 years. There's a lot of hair that's out of his head now, okay? You need to learn how to trade the market. Stop predicting what's going to happen. You're not trying to predict. If we predict the market, we lose in the market. So if you're going to say, Voss, well, if we're not predicting what's going to happen, then how do we win in the market? Does anyone know in here? Please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. If predicting doesn't work, what works? Put it in the chat. Let's see what we got. Chris, both. Correct, Sadaka. Correct. We react to the market. We don't predict the market. We react to the market. Now, in order to react properly in the market, you got to know how to trade the market. Just reacting alone ain't going to cut it because you could react to anything, right? Oh, it's moving up to the upside. Let's react to it. It's going long. Nope. You must know where to react to the market. Miss Market is going to tell you where we're going. You're not going to tell us where we're going. I'm not going to tell you where you're going. Miss Market is going to tell you where we're going in the market. And all we're doing is jumping on that train and going with her. But we have to know where to get on the train. If you're boarding a train or a plane, are you getting on after the train leaves the station? Choo-choo! Are you running after this train right down the tracks? Wait, I'm trying to get on. No, you're going to get on the train at the station where it's stopped, correct? On a plane, are you running down the runway, chasing after the plane as it takes off, jumping on, trying to get indoors? No. You are going to board the plane where it's stopped at the terminal, correct? But there's too many traders out there who are trying to jump in on a trade after it's left the station. After it's left the station. That's to the upside or to the downside. And I don't know why you do that. The reason I did that is because I heard the word momentum. Momentum means we're going up. Everyone jump on. It's never coming down. Momentum. Wrong. You want to be at the start of the momentum, not at the end of the momentum. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand that in here? You want to be at the start of the momentum, not at the end of the momentum. So right now, everyone that's in here that loses all the time, you just don't know how to trade. That's the bottom line. You just don't know how to trade, folks. And that is what you have to start learning how to do. Man, you guys block quick over there. I like this, Mr. Dave. You block pretty quick over there. Good job, Mr. Dave. You're quick, man. So how do we get in at the right time on the market? Well, there's something called the market cycle. How many of you know that the market has a cycle? Say me in the chat or not me. Do you know the market has a cycle every day that it runs every day the same way? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Brad, DJT, Zen Method, Buckeye, Med Cherry, Corey. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. No, okay. You don't know there's a market. No, okay. I get it. I didn't know there was one either. Who else doesn't know that there's a market in the cycle every day? Put me in the chat. Thank you for the follow, Alexander. Yes, there's a cycle that the market runs, okay? So basically what the cycle looks like to the upside is this, all right? Most of you are going long on this part of the cycle, okay? And you're trying to go short on this part of the cycle. It's not going to work. You can't go long here because you're going to cycle out to the downside, okay? You can't go short here because you're going to reverse and cycle back up to the upside. So you must know your cycles. Let's pull this back. If you look at this market cycle right here, that it runs every single day. Now, it won't run in this form. It'll run like this sometimes. It'll run like this sometimes. But the market runs the bell curve every single day. If you look at, right now, everyone's like, oh my God, it does? And we're going to show you. Where would you get in for a long here? Okay, if I mark these out with numbers, what number would you get in for a long? Does anybody know where they would get in long here? Hello, Anarcha and Archich. Hello. Good morning. Number 4. Number 1, everybody. Number 1 on the market cycle. You're not getting in on number 4. That's consolidation. So when you get in on number 4, you're consolidating. And that's where you get your chop. I'm in, you're out, in and out. Every time I get in, the thing keeps coming back against me. That's because you're entering on 4 during consolidation. You got to get in on number 1. Number 1 on the cycle. Okay? Hold on, let's pull this back. You got to get in on number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many people are getting in on number 2, and too many people are getting in on number 4. This is where you're losing, right here. Do you see this, traders? This is for people who are going long in the market. You're looking for a long position or a call to the upside on the market. 2s and 4s is where trades go to die. Does everybody understand that? You are not going to make any money doing that. You're not going to have any winners, all right? Now, let me ask you all another question. Let's pull this back. Let's renumber. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where would you short the market on this cycle? Where would you short here, everybody? Put it in the chat. If you're going long to the one, where are you going to be a shorter? Does anybody know? Number two, nope. You can't short number two because you're going to get caught in consolidation again. So you're going to try to short and you're going to get chopped up going sideways. Down here on four, the move is over and you're getting chopped up. You are going to short number three back to the downside. This is your reversal territory, okay? Number three is your reversal traders. Number one is your A-plus setup traders. Okay? This is the A-plus setup. Number three is your reversals. 2 and 4 to the upside are your consolidations. Everybody understand this? And this is a little taste of what you're going to get every Tuesday and Thursday night in the VIP trainings that we give. I give training every Tuesday and Thursday night for an hour at 7 p.m. Eastern time in the VIP. This is just a little taste of it, okay? How do you get into that VIP? Well, hello, my Hillary. Yes, that is where you're going to go, everybody. The Voss Trading. .com. All right, that's where you're going to go, and we are going to teach you how to trade. You will have over 60 hours worth of video content and training and community and courses in there, okay? You're also going to upload your trades that you take in your simulator for us to review every day, okay? Your winners go in the green room, your red trades go in the red room. We are going to review them. It's not guaranteed we'll review yours every day, but yours will get reviewed, okay? And that is how you learn how to trade. Right now, we're pretty much reviewing every single trade in there, okay? So come on board, come learn how to trade. And you're going to start turning in the corner. Right now, you hate it because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't know the market cycle. Now, for all you shorters out there, the market has a cycle to the downside, okay? Where would you short to the downside here? If you're shorter, where are you shorting? What number? I hope you're not shorting in number 4. I hope you're not shorting here because you're consolidating to make that next run to the upside. We don't short in number 4. You're going to come to the VIP and find out. Let's go, let's go. Levi Johnson with the hearts. Yes, Levi. Levi. Let's go, my babies. Let's go, let's go. All right, here we go, everybody. Miss Market yesterday. Yesterday was the 25th, right? So we pretty much had a narrow state here on Miss Market, right? We had a narrow state. We opened right here on this red candle. And we know on Fridays at the open, we're going to whip around. Options Friday, you got to watch that open, okay? And you do exactly what we expect you to do. You whip around. A novice trader here is going to try to go long to the upside. Options Friday, you're not going anywhere. You got to chop around. The orders have to fill, and all of that transactions has to be done. And then on Fridays, trading at about 10:15, 10:30 is when we start to open up a little bit, okay? Well, you start to open up here on Miss Market. What time was this around? 10:30. All right. You start to open up here for a nice move on Miss Market to the upside. Now, yesterday, I'm going to show you my 2 trades, all right? Let's go over to the 5-minute. Why do I take my trades on the 5-minute primarily? Does anybody know? Why do I primarily take my trades on the 5-minute? Can someone put it in the chat if you know or think you know? Anybody? I love the 5-minute. What's up, Josie? Does anybody know? Correct. The 5-minute chart is the one. That is where you're going to make your living, is on the 5-minute as a day trader, okay? You're going to use your 2-minute chart time frame between 9:30 and 9:45. You're going to use the 2-minute, okay, at the open. After 9:45, you are trading on the 5-minute. Now, as a trader, are you only using the 5? On your screen, do you only have one time frame up? Are you only looking at the 5? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Keith, thank you, Mike Keith. You got 3 more hearts on the board, everybody. Marcus, thank you. How many of you trade with one time frame? Thank you for Storm with the follow. None yet. Stop asking. Mikey, no, you need multiple time frames, everybody. Okay? You need multiple time frames in the market. I'm going to briefly tell you the most popular ones you need: the 2, the 5, the 15, the 1 hour, and the daily. You cannot use one time frame. How are you going to take a trade on the 5-minute if you don't know what's happening on the 15, the 1 hour, and the daily? If you were driving onto the highway and you're coming up the ramp on the highway, would you look to see if any other cars were coming by? Or are you just closing your eyes, driving as fast as you can, and hoping that nobody is in your way? No, you're going to look. You got to look. Is anybody coming? When you make your execution on your 5, you can't do it unless the 15, the 1 hour, or the daily has clearance for you to make a trade. We do not trade into MAs on higher time frames. You are not going to go anywhere. Before you met me, a lot of you were trading on one time frame. You were wondering why your trades weren't going anywhere. We then take your trades and we put them in and we show you just ran into the 15-minute 200. You just ran into the hourly 20. You just ran into the daily 8. And you're like, oh my God. How many of you have taken trades what looked good on the 5-minute and ran into a higher time frame and lost your trade? Put me in the chat, everybody. Put me in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Aaron wants to do the live market. Should we show him XRP? Should we blow his mind, everybody? What do you think? Me. Look at them all. Because the majority of people, are we ready? This is a stinger, everybody. 9 out of 10 people, 9 out of 10, 92% don't know what they're doing. I want you to think about this for a second, and I want you to have an honest conversation with yourself right now as we talk about this. 92% of you have no idea what they're doing as a trader. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. Think about that for a second. You think you know what you're doing, but you have no idea what you're doing. And how do I know that? Because the stats tell me that. 92% of you will lose in the market every day. 92% of you at the end of every month will be red. How many of you are red at the end of every month? Put me in the chat. How many of you at the end of the month are red? Majority of you won't know. You know why you don't know? Because you don't journal your trades. So right now, if I ask you to show me your last 6 months of all the trades you have taken from your journal, you can't do it, can you? Can you do it? How many of you journal? Put me in the chat. How many of you journal? How many of you make money? How many of you journal? 92% of you don't. I know from the stats. I already know the answer to this, but I need you to admit it. Because in order for you to admit it, okay, you can't progress to the next stage of your trading because you're lying to yourself. Right now, you're lying to yourself. So how are you going to get better if you're lying to yourself? You're not even journaling your trades, everybody. How do you know what you're doing? Right? Am I right or am I wrong? How many of you, before you met me, good morning, Michelle, journaled your trades? Before you met me, did you journal? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Let's see what we got here. No, says Sue. No. Michelle says yes. Good job, Michelle. Aliu says no. SSS, no. Sin just started. Welcome aboard, Sin. Good to see you. Get 'em says no. The answer, no. See, no on YouTube. No, no, no. Over and over again. This is the foundation of trading. You must journal. You must look your losses in the face, okay? Because the reason you don't journal, I'm going to tell you why. You ready? Because you don't want to see your losses. You don't want to see how bad you're doing because you want to convince yourself you know what you're doing, but you don't know what you're doing. You know you don't know what you're doing, But you don't want to crush that ego. See, it comes back to that ego in trading. This is the biggest three-letter word of your life. Ego. We have to get beyond the ego, okay, as a trader, and say to yourself, I don't know what I'm doing. And that's what I had to do. And it took me 8 to 9 years to do that. 8 to 9 years to do that because I didn't have anybody to tell me what I'm telling you right now. I didn't have anybody. It was absolutely horrific, a horrific experience for me. But I knew my uncle. He was a day trader, retired from it. He can do it. I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. How we doing, chat? Let's go. Yes, the VIP is open. Where are you going to go? You are going to head over here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Ooh, 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 ooh. We got 3 more hearts on the board, everybody. TheVossTrading.com. That is where you're going to go to get into the VIP. Too much losing? I know. I get it, guys. I feel your frustration. I went through your frustration. Okay? I know you're losing. But Ernie, you got to come to a point now where you say to yourself, I don't want to lose anymore. Have someone help you. Let us train you. Kashif, how are you? Why didn't you learn from your uncle? I did. He did fundamental trading. So in the beginning, I learned from my uncle, okay? My mother was very, very against it. She would fight with him every single day. I don't want him training, Henry. No, I don't want him trading. Over and over and over again. But you know what I was doing? I was copying his trades in the beginning. So I had some winners because I just copied him. He would send me his trade every day. This is what I'm going to trade today. I don't know when I'm getting in based on his trading style, but this is what I'm trading. So I would take that trade, I would get into it, and I would lose because I got in at the wrong time. He didn't get in yet. Why did you get in? That's not where you get in, because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay? I didn't know what I was doing, and it didn't help that he lived 3 hours away by plane. Okay? I still have his book here that I show you guys. The Hank-O-Matic trading system. It won't work today, though. Not with the technology. So I had to go out and learn how to trade this game the right way. And then it was brought to my attention, everybody. Here's the word, the 2-letter word that has changed my trading forever. Does anyone know what the 2-letter word is? Price action. Yes. Price action. Woo! That is going to be the greatest 2-letter word you ever hear starting now. Stop looking at the news. Stop chasing the IPOs. Stop chasing the earnings. You won't win in the market. How many of you trade and look at news and try to catch the train after it left the station? How many of you can honestly say you trade IPOs all the time and win every month? You can't, because you don't. How many of you chase news, right? Like a sheep chasing that news over and over again and still losing. But the reason you keep doing it is because you're hoping you'll get it just one time. You're looking for that one get-rich-quick news event that'll make you free forever. It's never going to happen. It's not coming. It won't come. Has it come yet? No. Has those great IPOs that you chased to the upside circle? Did you win? Did you make a lot of money? Did it change your life? No. And it won't. Because that is a glorified nothing more than gambling. That is it. You don't want to take the time to learn how to trade. You don't want to have to go through all the losses in a simulator because you can't handle them. That's why. You know you can't handle those losses you're going to occur. But you have to flip the script. Your losses are going to make you better. You want to take as many losses in your simulator as a trader as you possibly can and journal and let us tell you why those trades didn't work. Don't take the losses and run away. Don't run away from your losses because you can't handle it. Those losses are going to make you a better trader. Do you all understand that? Yes or no? If you love this thing we call trading, you are going to go through a brick wall for it. You're going to run as fast as you can through a brick wall until you break that brick wall down. All right? Let's go over the missed market. So yesterday, one of my trades was right here. Here we go. Are we ready? Boom! Why did I take that trade to the upside? My risk was right there, right under that tail. Got about a 10 to 1 out of that. Why did I take this trade to the upside? Put it in the chat. Zen, yes, Zen. Thank you, my Zen. Let's go, Patron, you. John Smith, let's go. Keith Forrest. Tap, tap, tap. We're at 75,000. None of you have any idea why I took that trade. This is what we call the give back bar, everybody. The give back bar. What is a give back bar? We open, we get our little tail to the downside, we take out that high, and we run to the upside. Now, the problem with the give back bar is when it goes in your direction, you think it's going to go to the moon. And what happens? You lose. You lose on the give back bar because you think, look, remember the market cycle? We just talked about it. I got out right there. JDM, one of our coaches, says every time you get out, Voss, the market turns the other way because I know the market cycle. And now he knows the market cycle. Before knowing that, I would have entered up here. I would have went to the moon up here. And then there's my loser. That's an exact trade I would have taken right there. Does everybody see that? How many of you tried to take this long to the upside yesterday? Anybody here on Google? Who tried to go to the moon right there? It's not going to work. The market is over. We are going to cycle out. Remember, 3 to 5 of the same color candle. This right here is 3 candles. 4, 5. Coming into the whole number. Cycle is over. We're pulling back. That's why I got out. My stop was there. My entry was there. I was out there for a 90-cent winner. Oops. Voss! I love you, Voss! All right, here we go. The second trade of the day. There she is. Isn't she lovely? Ready? Here it comes. Whammo! Boom! Why? Why did I take that trade, everybody? That was a dollar move on that one. I took $1.90 out of the market yesterday. Why is that? Why everyone else was getting chopped up? How come I had these winners? Why? Why did I take that trade? Does anybody know why? Limbo, all the executions are in the VIP. I post every trade I take. Why don't you post your executions, Limbo? Because are your trades limbo? Limp? Yes! Yes! Hold on, everybody. Hold on. This is limbo. Why did I take that trade, everybody? Put it in the chat. Not why I got out, Keith. Why did I take the trade? Why did I enter there? Does anybody know? Limbo! Why did I get in there, Limbo? This is an A+ setup. Look, folks. Look. See this trade right here? Number 1 on the market cycle. Number 1 on the market cycle. Consolidation. Coming back down. This is number 3 on the market cycle. Oh my God, we just had an epiphany, everybody, in the market. You just learned more by me in the last 30 seconds than you did your entire trading career, haven't you? Whoa! Are we ready, everybody? Look. Here's your line. Ooh. How about that, everybody? How about that? Are we ready? Give Voss a cheer. Let's see who we got here. Limbo. Let me look up Limbo. Oh, yeah. He's like 15, Limbo. Get the hell out of here, Limbo. You're still in diapers. Get Limbo out of here. He's still in diapers. This was the right thing to do. Christ. Limbo. Lives in mommy's basement. So that is your market cycle, everybody. Boom, right there. That's why I took that trade. Would I go long up here? How many of you would try to go long right there? How many of you would try to go long right there? Be honest with yourself. Let's go. You're here to learn. Who would go long there? You all would. You all would, because you would see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles to the upside. That's why you would go long there. But you're going into an end of a cycle. That is why you lose. It's the same thing to the downside. Over and over and over again. Okay? How many of you would short down here? We're bleeding out. We're bleeding out. You know how many people are sitting here at 149 at the whole number looking for a reversal? Because the cycle is about to end. So many traders, and I was one of them, we come into the market with this money we think we have. And we just throw it in there and say, I hope for the best. Let's hope for the best, everybody. What is this play called right here? What is this play called right there? Mark Mesa, yes, with the popular. Mark with the heartbeat. Musty, thank you. Keith Forrest, Rhea, thank you. Not a 20 MA haul. That's not the 20 MA. Mark Mesa, yes, that's number 1. Market cycle reversal. What else is it? What else is it? Winner strategy. Yep. The only setups we teach you have 70% or higher probabilities. Does anybody know? Break of structure. You got it. Break of structure. So you have 2 of those in one. Look what happens. Whoop, to the upside. How many of you are trying to short this back to the downside? You see this big move down, you see red again, and you're trying to short it. You ain't going anywhere. You ain't going anywhere. Where are you going to the downside? Where the hell do you think you're going with a hook date? No. So isn't it safe to say now that 9 out of 10 people in here don't know what the hell they're doing? Yes or no? Listen, folks, if you are in here and this is the first time with me or you've been with me for a little while, you're not in the VIP, is it safe to say now you don't know what you're doing? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm definitely one of the 9. Sue, get in that VIP. We have a women's revolution going on our VIP. We had so many women join our VIP. Right, VIPers, tell her in the chat. Over the last 3 months, it's been unbelievable. Unbelievable. The ladies are just coming in, and they're the easiest to train. Cinnabons, yes. Josephina, patron. Matthew, it's bots. I will never DM you. I will never email you. I will never do any of that. This is my account that you're on right here. Any others are fakes. They're trying to be the man. They just can't be the man. So block them. Thank you, my Shelly. All these VIPers are in here. If they weren't doing or learning from us, you think they would still be here, everybody? We love them. We love our VIPers. You got to learn how to trade, everybody. Stop the nonsense. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did for so long. I wish I could take that back. I do. I wasted 9 years, man. That's a long friggin' time. I'm just thankful that I started learning at an early age, or trading at least, because in the beginning I wasn't learning anything. But I started at an early age. I'll never forget when my uncle was up from Florida, and I walked into the room where he was trading, and I saw his charts. I was like this. You would have thought I just saw the most beautiful woman in the world. And he'll never forget my expression, he said. My mouth was like this. What is that? And he's going, this is all my trading. And I said, can I sit here? And instead of hanging out and going to the bars with my friends, I hung out with him every single day of his vacation. Every single day. Every single day. EMA, no, SMA. I love you, SSS. Roman with the follow. Let's go. How many of you struggle in the market? Put me in the chat. All right? Don't be bashful. If you struggle, put me in the chat. How many of you struggle in the market? Put me in the chat. Let's see what we got. Let's take a poll here. Good, Sue. Can't wait for it. Look at all these people. Well, think about us helping you. You don't have to, but think about joining our VIP. Think about us seriously helping you. After you watch the first 3 education course videos, you're going to be like, what the hell just happened here? Where'd this guy come from? And I only say that because that's what they tell me. All right, here we go on AMD. How many of you would have took this long to the upside on AMD because of the gap? How many of you would have saw this gap and then at the open of the bell, you hear this? Are we ready, everybody? Let me see if I can find it. Yep. How many of you are going long there? Put me in the chat. Hello, Franco. Good to see you. Senor, how are you? Good to see you on the tools. Raul, hello, bro. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, senor. Mike Henderson, I'm glad you're here, my friend. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. Who else would? I did. Moreno. All right, I got you. Now, folks, listen. Everyone, traders that don't know what they're doing, when they see this gap, they think bullish. Okay? What do they think? We're going to the moon! No, you're not. You're going to pull back, everybody. You are going to pull back on this. You are in position 3 to the upside on this big gap. I wouldn't touch this long with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't even look at the stock. I wouldn't even be trading it. I would be onto something else. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Not happening. Not touching it. Okay? Well, that was the 15th. From here to here, look. I am not touching that stock. Nope. Not doing it. Not to the long side. I would only be looking to bring it back down, okay, because of the gap. Just because you get a gap, you have 2 things that are going to happen with a gap. Does anybody know what they are? Because our 8 and 200 or our 20 and 200 have to come back together again. They have to come back together. They are too far. They must come back together again. Does everybody see that? What's going to bring them back together? Does anybody know what's going to bring? There's 2 things that can bring this and this back together. Who knows what it is? Okay? Who knows what it is? Love. He's just a love machine. One of them is time. Yes, time will bring it back together. That's what you don't want because that's consolidating, and that's when you're going to get chopped up. Does anyone else know what number 1 is? This is the one you want. Price action. You want price action to bring us back, all right? So what you were looking for is violence. You want violence to the downside because you want the price action. You don't want to sit here and consolidate all day. This is what we call the gap and nap. And all of a sudden, you're waiting for your 200 to catch up to your 8. You don't want the gap and nap, okay? I believe Tesla had the gap and nap the other day, right? Let's take a look at Tesla. What day was it? I don't remember. There was a gap in nap here. I can't remember when the gap in nap was. But while we're here, let's take a look at this. Here's one to the downside. Right? Here's your gap to the downside now. You going short? Are you going short? How many of you on Tesla got wrecked? Yesterday on Fridays, Tesla's a wrecking ball. How many of you are trying to go short? Where are you going? You're in position 3. Where the hell do you think you're going out of position 3? I just got done telling you about the 8, right? And the 200. Senor, I use Sterling Trader Pro. Where are you going? You ain't going anywhere. What did Tesla do? Oh, okay. Here was your gap and nap, by the way. Gap, nap, consolidated the whole time. Waiting for that 200, though. Woo! Nothing happening. Nothing happening. But what did we get here? Violence. Back to the upside. Why? Because that 8 has to come back to that 200. You want to see something wild, everybody? You want to see something wild? Are we going to the moon? No. 20's too far from the 200. You're coming back. Whoop. There it is. There it is. Nice and narrow for Monday. That's good. Are we bleeding out? Are we bleeding out? Look, look, look. Now watch. We got to wait for that 200 to catch up now because we're consolidating. Look how painful this was on Tesla. How many of you got chopped up there on the 24th? Look at that. Consolidation. Waiting for our 200 to come down. Oh, isn't that so nice? Oh, you came back down. Oh, wait. There we go. Boom. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And everyone else is playing with their RSI. They're playing with their MACDs. They're playing with their Elliott waves. They're playing with their Fibonacci's. Come on. Come learn how to trade, you crazies. I love you, though. I love you. Wait a minute. We're going long. No, we're not. Why? Well, Voss, why am I not taking that long? Because the 20 is too far from the 200. We're coming back. I'm looking for a short up here. I'm not looking to go long up here. You crazy? Market cycle. Everyone say, put that in the chat. Hashtag market cycle. Put it in the chat. Yesterday, everybody, I draw these out on XRP. Okay. When you get over with a retest, woo! You'll learn. Everyone's got to learn at their own pace. All right, right now here on XRP, we got a triple tap. Right now we are in the whip zone here on XRP. You look good. You just got to get over 320. 320 up. We got no volume happening here, though. Let's see what we got going on. I'm going to mark these out for you XRPers. Made for loving me. All right, on XRP, and you'll see it happen. Above 320 to the upside, you got room up to 321.46 here on XRP. Once you get up here around 3.2146, you'll be too far from the 20. You will pull back and retest 320 if you go to the upside, okay? We're not trying to go to the moon. Remember, market cycle, no moon, okay? The moon days are over. To the downside, you want to get under 317.94 for a move down to 316.13. Once you get down here, you'll be too far from the 20 to the downside. Market cycle, okay, you'll be coming back up. Ready? Up, market cycle, down. Down, market cycle, back up. Too many traders, they think they're in a trade. They get so happy. We're going to the moon. No, you're not. You're going to cycle out. Gaio with the rose. Andrew the Believer. We got one more heart. We got to hit that goal. Mag Cherry. Mag Cherry. Thank you for all the follows. Keith Forrest with the roses. Oh, In the beginning, you were like, this guy's crazy. But now you're sitting there going, shoot, everything he's saying is true. Look at this. Look at this. Marina. Any other questions? How many of you all thought I was a crazy son of a gun when you first met me? Put me in the chat. Who thought this guy was a Gaio? Gaio! Thank you, my Gaio. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Gaio, yes, let's get some roses going. I love you, my Gaio. KB says, I thought Voss was, man, he is legit. Yeah, I just want to help you guys learn how to trade. That's all. That's all. And if you don't want to take me up on it, then you don't have to. It's up to you. To get in the VIP, you're going to go over here. You must have came in late. To get in the VIP, that's where you're going to go, my beautifuls. Right there. That is where you're going to go. The Voss Trading. Yes. Pieces.com. Is XRP good to invest in? I wouldn't. That's just me personally. Why would I invest in that when I can invest in Apple, Nvidia, T-Mobile? Hello, Chris. I love you, Chris. Let's go, baby. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button, especially over there on the tubes. Franco, Nico, how are you? I use the 5, the 15, the 1 hour, and the daily. Dean, good to see you, my Dean. We are at 101,000 likes. Let's go. How many of you have used RSI? Put me in the chat. How many of you have used RSI? Put me in the chat. How's it working out for you? How is it working out for you? Uh-oh, here we go, everybody. Oh, what do we have here? Oh. How long do I stay in a trade for? The other day I was in a trade for 17 minutes. My first trade yesterday I was in for 1 minute. And my second trade I was in for 11 minutes. Anywhere between a minute to 20 minutes. I took a trade last month. I was in it for 26 minutes. C Plus says, yes, RSI in the early days. What a mistake. Good to see you, C Plus. Yes, exactly. I tried it too. All right, let me show you guys this. Are you ready? Are we ready, my beauties? Are we ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Has me draining my small account. Sue, we're gonna take it off. Sue, take a look. You ready? Here we go again. That market cycle. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't that a beautiful thing? This is Amazon now, by the way. Chris, no indicators. You're not going to use any indicators. CT, do you see it? CT, Gaio, Keith, Christina Zed, Hammer Those Roses, yes. You're welcome, baby. Do you see it? Now, I'm going to take you on this journey real quick, okay? As a trader, this is your chart. Does everybody see it? As you were going on your trading journey, how many of you had charts that started to look like this, okay? Bollinger Bands. How many of you had a chart that winded up looking like that? MACD, volume, RSI, Bollinger Bands, trend lines, horizontal lines, moving averages all over the goddamn place. How many of you have a chart that eventually looked like that? Do you know what we call that? How many? Oh, Sue, I'm glad you found this, sweetheart. Look at all of these me's. Look at them. Look at them. You know what a chart that looks like that is called? And I'm not being mean, I promise you. Nothing here about me is being mean. What do we call a chart that looks like this? Does anybody know the one-letter word? Are we ready? Desperation. That is why you have a chart that looks like that, because you are desperate at this point. You tried it all. RSI by itself didn't work. Then you added volume. Then you added MACD. Then you added trend lines. Then horizontal lines. Then Bollinger Bands. Then every moving average known to man. You probably changed the color of your candles a few times too, thinking that would work. Then you went to the Heikiashi candles and came back quickly after that mistake. That is what you call desperation. And today you met me, and our VIP ends that desperation, hopefully, for you. Not guaranteed. Hopefully. All we're going to do is teach you how to trade. You got to execute it. Your chart will look like this. Are we ready, everybody? On the count of three, give me a countdown, everybody. On the count of three, let's show them what their chart's going to look like. Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1. All the ones. Let's go. All the ones. Give me a 2. Let's go. Give me a 2. Give me a 3. Happy New Year, everybody. Boom. That is what your chart's going to look like. OMZ. Thank you, OMZ Lightning. The Dolphin. Zen with the roses. Disney Dad, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's stop the losing. Let's stop it. Hopefully we can stop it. Can't guarantee that, though. So your 5-minute is going to look like this, okay? Your 15 will look like this. Your 1 hour will look like this. And your daily is going to look like this, okay? Remember, when we take a trade for a daily, if we're looking to go long, we do not go long into a daily 200. No. We want to be over the 200. You want clearance on your higher time frames, everybody. You need to be clear, not running into anything. You know how many people try to short Amazon right on this day? It ain't going anywhere. Congratulations, everybody. I hope to see you all in the VIP. You can start learning today, watching all the education videos, asking questions in the VIP chat. Let's see what you got. If you love this game we call trading, now is the time. We're coming into trading season here in a couple of weeks, September, right? We'll be coming out of this. Well, this summer's not been too bad for volatility. We've been doing pretty well with volatility here in the summer. But wait till trading season comes, okay? And start learning here in the summer months with us, and let's see what you got. Let's see if we help you. If we don't help you, you part ways and say, I'm moving on to somebody else. That's all. But you ain't going to go anywhere. Danielle with the Harvey. Disney, yes. Can we finish those roses? We don't have to, but can we? Let's see what we got as a team. I love you, love you, love you. Aquatic, thank you. Blades, welcome aboard, Blades, yes. Let's go, everybody. Trading View, I don't use this to trade on HFG. I just use the chart on here because I can do Forex on here. I can do crypto. I can do futures for you. But I trade equities on Sterling Trader Pro. Now, listen, it doesn't matter what country you're in. It doesn't matter what instrument you trade. If you're Forex, futures, crypto, what we teach you works on all instruments. Price action is price action. Period. If anyone's out there charging you for a crypto class or charging you for a futures class they're a membership mill. That's all it is, okay? Price action is price action. Miss Market runs the show for everybody. She runs the show. Thank you. We hit them roses. 108,000 likes. Let's go. Thank you, Shelly, Zen, Keith, Christina, Facial Blaster, Meg Cherry, Disney, Gaio, Keith, Candy. I missed you, Candy. 9966. I was teaching too much. Meg Cherry. That's okay, though. Patron, Josephina, Nina. The announcement, Mark Meza, Ria. Oh, we had somebody new here. Marcus, Levi, Sadaka, Davion, Hillary, DJ T, Meg Cherry, Buckeye, Facial Blaster, Corey, Brad James, Andrew La Believer, Yade, Powder, JDM, Sue, Felicia. Let's go. I don't want to leave you guys. Aziz, hello. SM, let's go. Let's go. I appreciate you, Hammer. I love that name, by the way. The Hammer, he is. I got to get you a hammer. Since you're a regular, I got to get you a sound effect. I'm going to get a hammer sound effect. All right, everybody. I got to go play with my 2.5-year-old daughter and my 5.5-year-old daughter. If you tell them that they're 2 or 5, they get very upset. Now that we have these things called half birthdays now, has anyone caught up with that yet with little ones? My wife says we got to have a small half birthday. What? She's 5.5. We have a 6th birthday. No, we do half birthdays now. What do you mean we do half birthdays now? Who the hell does that? They all do. And now you know why we're in the state that we're in, folks. All right? I'm going to leave it there. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow.